Alright everybody, I'm back. I'm doing this off the cuff like usual. Don't pay attention to my wall, it's all jacked up. Um, and I'm talking about the relationship thing right now. I'm on this relationship kick because mine have been all jacked up too. I get a kick when I watch these videos with Entrepreneur with Cars, Uncle C, and all these PUA guys out there. There's stuff you can learn from, the basic stuff, and I think that everybody should know. And I also think that you get in trouble with some of these things. I'm not an expert here now, all right? These other guys, supposedly they're experts. I think they have some good concepts, and some are questionable. But let's start. I'm gonna do a. Well, I want to start with a couple of things here. Some of the things that I think are good takeaways, right? One of them is spinning of plates, right? Everybody has heard of spinning plates, right? That is when, let me write this paper here, right? Spinning plates, right? Plates, plates, right? Women, right? All that means is you're spinning a bunch of women. You have a whole bunch of them on your line, pretty much. Some people can't even get one girl, right? You can only spin plates when you have your shit together, right? You have to work on your character, your mindset, your frame, they call it, right? You don't have to be a gazillionaire either, but having some money does help. I mean, you want to go out, you want to have fun, you have to spend a little bit of money. But let me go back a little bit, okay? Spinning the plates. It puts you in a different mindset when you have more than one girl that you might be going out with. You're not as pressed. One drops off, you don't care, right? You got three other on the line. That puts you in a different mindset. And that makes you have a different attitude towards women, towards relationships. And that could be a problem too, right? Because you could probably give it a rat's ass, right? It's all right, but that's where the problem lies. You'll see them drop off, right? And all you're going to see is failure in the back of your head, indirectly, right? And it's not a good thing. I think that if you can get across in your head, having that same mindset of not being pressured or stressed or not worried about anything, all right? That's the mindset you have to really have. Then you're in a better position. You don't have to have five girls online. You can focus on one if you wanted to. But that's the mindset you have to have. Because also what could happen is once, let's say you start focusing on one girl and they all start to drop off, right? You get rid of all of them and you date one girl. All of a sudden, down the road, things aren't working out, right? All of a sudden, she's like, "You're different. Something not right. I just don't know. It feels different." Well, of course it feels different. You don't have 10 other girls in the back pocket. You're not, you know, you're going to be a little different. And she will be able to sense that. So you should always go into a relationship pretty much being yourself. Let's get back to the frame, right? You need to get your issues in your life straightened out, right? If you want to have a girlfriend or you know a boyfriend or whatever you want to get, right? You have to have a place to live. You have to have your financials. You have to, like I said, you have to be a millionaire, but you have to have a job that helps and a car and a place to live. Alright? Living in your mom's basement ain't gonna cut it. You have to have your own place. It has to be clean. It has to be functional. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It should be safe. If a girl has a big issue about where you live, well, maybe you should reevaluate the girl you're going out with. Maybe that's all you can afford, and she's beating you up because of where you live. Well, right there, it might be a red flag right there. Okay, but regardless, if she likes you, she likes you. I mean, she'll freaking, go into freaking beat up house and wherever you live. It doesn't really matter. If they like you, they'll like you, regardless. Financials, maybe you need to make more money. You don't have to take them always to a fancy place. As a matter of fact, just taking them back to your place and making them dinner is the key. That would be a good idea. But having fun, you gotta have fun. You gotta go out and do stuff. Coming home, sitting on the couch with them on a date is not gonna cut it. Okay, so you gotta consider that. Also, spinning plates, right? You got these guys that want you to act like James Bond, right? Smooth, totally calm all the time, right? Which is good, right? But you're not James Bond, okay? You should be calm and collected and not be pressured with anything, right? Just chill, right? When you act like James Bond, they're going to expect that all the time. And guess what? You're not. The charade is going to fall down, just like the plates fell, and she's going to say again, things are different, right? It's going to happen, no doubt in my mind, okay? Yeah, I'm going to take a break. That's what she'll say probably, because she can sense something's different. You're not acting the same, so you might as well be more straightforward and be more yourself. Like I said, be careful what you see on YouTube, because they're going to want you to act in a different way, right? Which isn't bad, but you don't want to take away from who you really are. You can sometimes get confused, and there you go, just doing the wrong thing and making mistakes. Hey, if you like playing video games, right, you might find a girl that actually likes doing that, and you'll never know because you're acting like James Bond, okay? Again, yeah, you want to be yourself, and also to think standing back a little bit whenever you go out with a girl. I'm not saying literally stand back, okay? Don't be in a hurry for anything. Again, chill out, right? You don't have to be the life of the party. You don't have to be obnoxious or loud. Some guys, they think they have to wear fancy hats and eyeglasses and cool clothes and be all flashy, and no, you don't have to do all that. Okay, again, you start doing that stuff, she's gonna expect that. Some girls do like that. Okay, some girls like to go partying, the limelight. Okay, if that's the case, you better keep doing that. And if that's your lifestyle, that's even better. You're gonna find a girl that matches you. Okay, you go out party, you get drunk, you get all jacked up and wasted. Everybody's happy now. Okay, at least you'll have that in common. How long that'll last? Probably not long, but anyway. Don't jump to conclusions sometimes, I think. That sometimes can be a big issue, I think. Even when you text, when you talk on the phone, even actually talking, you might get the wrong idea. Again, stand back and just relax and just absorb things. Don't get carried away. Don't jump the gun. Now, if your whole focus is to get laid, right? There's a gazillion videos out there on doing that. That's all manipulation. And some of them are pretty functional. Some of them are just manipulating. Again, it's not good for a relationship because you're tricking her. And the same thing with the girl. Girls do the same damn thing, right? They put the makeup on, the eyelashes, the hair. Next thing you know, you're in bed. All that shit's falling off. You wake up in the morning, you know, just freaking balls of cucumber, right? There you are staring at her, and you don't know what the hell to do. Half of, you know, eyelashes all over the place. But anyway, they do the same exact thing, okay? So, again, you need to be yourself. Don't jump into conclusions. I'm jumping around a little bit here. Because there could be a miscommunication. And that is pretty darn important, is communicating. Sometimes we miss it, I guess. A girl's trying to actually tell you something, and it just goes over your head. You just missed it. And some girls don't communicate very well either. You know, they say something and like, did you, you know, blah, 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 know what I said? And it's like, no, not really. All I said is one word, and out of, you know, 5 paragraphs of talking. So, let me think what else I could think here that pops in my head when I see some of these guys on these YouTube channels. They do talk about your frame, spinning the plates, and just getting your life together also. I mentioned that because a girl doesn't want to go out with a guy that doesn't have his stuff together. Like I said, you have to have your basics, you know, a place to live, a job, a car, right? Which helps, okay? Remember, you don't want to go out with a girl that doesn't have anything to offer either. And also you have to think of levels of offer. You can't, it can't always be about money or status, right? If you do that, you're going to go after the wrong girl. You're going to go after the party girl that's always, you know, wants to travel. I mean, party and do all that stuff. Now, if you can afford that and that's what you want, that's good. But if you know realistically that's not going to be you, well, you shooting for that, I mean, you might be able to, you know, to get them, but, you know, it's going to be short-lived. You need to be a little bit realistic. I'm not saying you have to go out with a troll either. Okay, you need to go out with somebody that is on your same wavelength of what you want. Maybe that's better to say. Some guys want to have fun, some want a relationship, some just want a friend. That's it, right? Simple enough. So you have to figure out what you really want in your relationship. And I think in most relationships you want to, it's you know, you build with intimacy, you build with working together, you build together, right? Also, let me think here. Also, another belief that I think is you want the person to want to be with you, right? You don't want to make them. Then that becomes a dependent thing, right? And you don't want to be there staring at them either, like, oh, I need you, blah, blah, blah. That's the neediness. That's a bad thing, all right? We don't do that, okay? You always want the girl to want to be with you, and you want to be with her, right? Not need, okay? There's a big difference. So that's another thing you need to remember. And that was kind of quick. Can't think of anything else at this moment. Let me think here. Life is short. That's all I can think of. And I tell you, love somebody you love them. You know, your kid, your wife, your girlfriend, your dog, whatever. Life's very short. I'll figure out what to say tomorrow, maybe. See you guys. Bye.